Hello everybody and welcome back to more political chatter. In this video we will be talking about Donald Trump and how he has just been indicted for the second time now. This time he has been charged with 37 counts, which is absolutely insane. And really this is just such a historic time. I made a community post, I don't know if you guys saw it, of this picture. It was this one right here in the upper right hand corner of these classified documents in the Trump home. This photo that was released by, I don't know who released it, but this photo spreading of classified documents, tons of them everywhere, but even in Donald Trump's bathroom. And I said, this image will be in history textbooks in 20 years, and I really think that. This is such a historic time right now, and such historic measures, and there won't be anything like this for years to come. Really, just everything involved with Trump is just so insane, and no one would believe it if you told them this 20 years ago, that stuff like this would be happening now. But it is. So Donald Trump was charged with 37 counts in this classified documents case. This is kind of like he was indicted month or two ago now, but this is a different case. Yes, I guess he will be indicted again. That previous indictment didn't have much negatives on Donald Trump, if any. It only strengthened him in the party, and we will be getting to that very soon. But this one I think might be just a little bit different, and I'm going to talk about that right now, because in this indictment case, we have a leaked I don't know if it's from a telephone or what, like a cell phone call, like the Trump Raffensperger call back in 2021, but or 2020 actually, I think. But uh Donald Trump has been caught admitting that he didn't declassify the secret information. These documents that he has been talking about so long. Remember when he said, what was it, in the town hall or something? He said, a president doesn't even have to say they're declassified. He doesn't even have to do anything to make them declassified. He can just say it. And then he goes on to say he can just think it. And here he is on tape saying that he didn't declassify any of this. I guess he didn't even think about it like he said he could just a little bit ago. So this it is a lawsuit against Donald Trump. This lawsuit is, with this information, much more serious and a lot more revealing than the previous indictment was, because now, us as a republic, whatever, the general public, we have sufficient information, and the jury does, or the judge, whoever is deciding this case, or who decided this case, has, in my opinion, much better evidence, and clear evidence, and, as I said before, revealing evidence that Donald Trump was involved in wrongdoing when it comes to this classified document or declassified documents stuff. So this one I think could be more serious if there will be serious charges brought against Donald Trump. But Donald Trump was charged using the Sedition Act, which is um, I think John Adams put into place the Alien and Sedition Acts. So this is like a 1800s, like 1700s, 1800s era law. This the Espionage Act. Is that what I said before? I definitely said something different, not espionage. But this is a very old law, and it's very well known because Eugene Debs, a presidential candidate in 1920, was jailed for the Sedition Act, right? Yeah, the Sedition Act. Not espionage. I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, Eugene Debs was jailed for the same reason, and he was a presidential candidate in 1920. So, a lot of people are comparing this case to Eugene Debs, and the people who say, "Wait, if Trump was arrested, he can run from jail," and yes, you can. So there are a lot of similarities. So the question, most people brought up: will Donald Trump end up in jail? It's a very, very interesting question. But we don't know the exact you know reparations or maybe even time in jail, and that is what we are still waiting on. But when it comes to the election, so that was, just info about this whole ordeal. Here's the pictures again if you want to see it. I mean, this is, insane. All these boxes, classified documents. But when it comes to the election, in this Republican primary, I don't know why it would hurt Trump. I mean, sure, it's more serious now, and there are likely to be more prominent consequences for Donald Trump. But who's to say that would even negatively affect him? Here's April, just when the indictment happened, and look at that. Republicans soared to Donald Trump's side. He went from 44 to 50, to 54, and he's only climbing ever since then. Today he stands at 53, and DeSantis is some 31 points behind him. So, I mean, it helped him before, and I really don't think that people will care too much the measure of this indictment. And if you see, your senator, your governor, if you're a Republican and you see your senator, your governor, all saying, this is a witch hunt and this shouldn't be happening in the United States, like the incumbent president shouldn't be legally attacking, like legally meaning like in terms of law, attacking his main opponent for the presidency. When you see, your elected official saying that, you will be much more inclined to vote for Donald Trump, and that is something that we have, that we saw before, and I don't see why the same thing wouldn't happen again. I think that Donald Trump will receive a boost from this. Now, I mind you, that does not mean I think he now suddenly does better in the general election. That is a whole nother story, maybe the topic of another video. But no, this will help him, and essentially Republicans will be even more afraid than they are now of Donald Trump. Mike Pence was supposed to do an interview with Sean Hannity today, and at last second he canceled. Why? Because it was just announced that Donald Trump had been indicted, and Mike Pence knew that Sean Hannity would ask him questions about the indictment. So he totally backed out just because they're a little difficult questions, but there's very few candidates who are really willing to stand up or to, say this indictment, should happen, and that's Chris Christie, and that's it. It's just Chris Christie. I mean, Perry Johnson is literally running, like, on having, like, he's like literally just running on the fact that he would like free Donald Trump if he were arrested. Anyway, this will make the other candidates weaker. because they won't even, besides Christie, just because they won't say anything about the indictment, and he rose last time. There's no reason why he wouldn't again. So thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. That would be great. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.